is Grandma Salah and I'm so excited to be here. No, I'm not so excited. Every time I post my heroes, every time I talk about my heroes, every time I share about my African heroes, people, give me faces and they make statements like this. Oh, he's a dictator. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did this and that. It saddens me. It's because these people are talking out of ignorance. Maybe they don't know the real story. They don't know what is really happened, So, and most of us don't really know much about our history. So my goal is for us to change this. We have to get to a point where we know what happened. There's so many positive stories about these very people that don't make it to your TVs, that don't make it to the social media platforms. These are the stories that we have to know, we as Africans. So the goal is for us to change our narrative and to tell the African story from an African perspective, an African story that is told by Africans themselves about Africans. Anyway, so at my workplace we have the way we do things. One way that we bring everyone on board to ensure that we have common goals and a shared culture, we do three things. One, you have to accept. You accept who we are as an organization, you accept our cultures, you accept our norms, you accept, after accepting who we are, and then number two, you have to apply. You apply the rules and regulations, you apply, what you're expected on doing. And then three, you have to understand. You understand your role, you understand your contribution to the company, you understand what another person is supposed to do. So it's the same thing here. It's not up until that we accept ourselves as Africans, that we accept ourselves as Black, that we'll be able to bring out our actual potential. We have to accept who we are, our cultures, our origin, our languages. We should be at a point where we are comfortable with who we are. We should stop the comparing, Being Black does not make you less of a person, doesn't make another person to feel more important, more significant than you, superior or anything. It actually makes you unique. It makes, makes you a unique component of the whole universe, the whole thing. Just imagine a life where we had only maybe white, or we had only black cars, or it would be dull, right? Or only blue, everywhere you go you see blue. But given that you are here and you're Black, it makes everything fun, You get to experience variety, differences in culture, differences in how people do things, differences in perspective. When you go to Asia, people do things differently, and it gives you another perspective to life, and it's fun. It's actually fun. But the challenge is that we have not gotten to a point where we accept ourselves, accept our culture. So this is what I want us to work on right now. How much do you know of your family history, for example? How much do you know of our country's history? We should go and you should go back and learn about our history. The stories that our elders know that never made it to the social media, or that have never made it to TVs and all that. But these stories are part of our culture. They are part of who we are. It's not up until that we get to know who we are, understand our history, that we'll be able to determine our future. The future of Africa is in our hands, guys. We should not joke about this. We should not like another person's culture, another person's way of doing things, and you call your very own ways barbaric, you call your very own ways dark, you call your own ways evil. This has to stop, guys. So for starters, I want us to share my heroes, some of the people that I follow. There's a very nice passionate African. He's called Patrice Lumumba. So you should go. He's from Kenya, but he's giving us very good insights about Africa. So you should go and check him out and follow him. Listen to these words of advice. Let us not just follow and go astray. It breaks my heart, when you love some other person's stuff and you hate your own. I don't know. If you cannot love your own, if you cannot love yourself, I don't know how you can love someone else. So let us work on this and change these narratives. And we're going to have more on this series called The Africa in Me. And we have to let out this Africa in us shine, because I know it's great. It has potential. It is capable of being great. So Please don't sit on the Africa in you. Let's bring it out. Go! I love you, but I'm sorry for being crazy, but this thing is too much. Bye.